Hi YouTube, this is the 5th podcast response for information security class. The source information for this podcast is taken from TV's Security Now episode 550, CacheBleed. The 3 topics I will be summarizing today are the first Mac operating system ransomware attack, a huge security hole in Facebook, and a look at the CacheBleed attack. The first topic is the first Mac operating system ransomware attack. A BitTorrent client on OS X, Transmission, was infected with ransomware called KeyRanger. It is unknown how the infection occurred, but Transmission is an open source project and it's possible that their official website was compromised. So this KeyRanger application was signed with a valid Mac app development certificate, meaning that it could bypass Apple's gatekeeper protection. After installation, KeyRanger waits approximately 3 days before connecting with its command servers, and malware begins encrypting data on the system. KeyRanger requires payment of 1 Bitcoin, or approximately $400, to retrieve the user's files once encryption occurs. It also attempts to encrypt Time Machine backup files to prevent the recovery of data from the backups. Apple has since revoked the abused certificate and updated antivirus signatures. The Transmission project has also removed the malicious installers from their websites. The second topic is a security hole in Facebook.com. Whenever a user forgets their Facebook password, they are given the option to reset by entering their email address or phone number and then receive a 6-digit code. If an attacker attempts to brute force the 6-digit code, the domain facebook.com is blocked after 10 to 12 invalid attempts. However, if the attacker redirects to beta.facebook.com or basic.beta.facebook.com, there is no brute force block in place. This means that the attacker could essentially continue to enter 6-digit codes until the code was guessed correctly. Steve Gibson makes a good point that the process should realistically allow for 1 to 2 code entries, and then another 6-digit code should be sent. 10 to 12 code entries is undoubtedly overkill. Facebook has since issued a reward to the person that found this exploit, and the issue has been resolved. The last topic is CacheBleed. Essentially, CacheBleed is a side channel attack, which is an attack that exploits the physical implementation of a cryptography system, not the potential weaknesses of the system. This attack exploits information leaks through cache bank conflicts in Intel processors. Information about the victim processes is able to be recovered, as well as the recovery of 2048-bit and 4096-bit RSA keys from OpenSSL 1.0.2. In Sandy Bridge architecture, the cache can handle concurrent access to different cache banks. It cannot handle multiple concurrent accesses to the same bank. This is where the cache bank conflict occurs. It has long been speculated that CacheBleed attacks could occur, but the attacks were not thought to be exploitable. As a result, cryptographic software developers have not implemented countermeasures to these types of attacks. Thanks for watching the summary of Podcast Response 5. We look forward to seeing you for Podcast Response 6.